phones like the Motorola Edge with turbo power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Heart Care's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare. Back at the ballpark alongside Charlie Culverson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And right now the lineup's being exchanged at home plate. And time now for the starting 9. We'll start off with the visiting Braves. The Braves managed by Brian Snitker. And they come in with a record of 6-3-3 this spring. So this is Grapefruit League game number 13 for the Braves. 16 left after today. The Braves will lead it off with their designated hitter, Jared Kelenic. Batting second, right fielder Brian De La Cruz. And hitting third, the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Batting cleanup for the Braves, first baseman Garrett Cooper. Hitting fifth, second baseman Eli White. Batting sixth, shortstop Christian Cairo. Hitting seventh for Atlanta, left fielder Connor Capel. Batting eighth, center fielder Jake Marisnik. Batting ninth, third baseman Luke Williams. And on the mound for the Braves, it will be Reynaldo Lopez. To this point of the spring, Reynaldo 2 starts. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings scoreless, surrendering just 2 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So again for the Braves, Kelenic, De La Cruz, Baldwin, Cooper, White, Cairo, Capel, Marisnik, Williams, and Lopez on the mound. Now for the Twins, they're managed by Rocco Baldelli. Minnesota 4 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties this spring. They'll lead it off with their designated hitter, Matt Warner. Batting second, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Hitting third, switch hitting shortstop, Willie Castro. Batting cleanup, first baseman, Ty France. Hitting fifth, third baseman, Royce Lewis. Batting sixth for the Twins, center fielder Harrison Bader. Batting seventh, switch hitting second baseman Brooks Lee. Hitting eighth, right fielder Deshaun Kiersey. Batting ninth, left fielder Jefferson Morales. And on the mound, it'll be Bailey Ober. Ober is a big right-hander, 6'9", 260, and he's out there for the second time this spring. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits in 3 innings in his only other spring training appearance. So again for the Twins, it's Warner, Jeffers, Castro, France, Lewis, Bader, Lee, Kiersey, Morales, and Ober on the mound. Braves out of the first base dugout, coming out in their navy uniform tops. Gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in white. Atlanta across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. And the Twins coming out in their home white tops, white pants with navy numerals and lettering. Red in there as well. And Twins across the chest of their white uniforms in red with the navy numerals on the front and the red numerals on the back. Twins fan out defensively with Ty France at first base, Brooks Lee at second, Willie Castro at short, and Royce Lewis is at third base. In their outfield left to right, it's Jefferson Morales, Harrison Bader, Deshaun Kiersey, Ryan Jeffers is the catcher, and Bailey Ober is on the mound, and he's right now doctoring up that landing spot. It's got to be a big landing spot for him standing out there at 6'9". Behind the plate calling balls and strikes is John Libka. The first base umpire and crew chief is Marvin Hudson. John Tumpane, the second base umpire, and Manny Gonzalez is at third. This is a very symmetrical field in terms of the dimensions. It's 330 down the lines, 405 to straightaway center field, and an 8-foot wall all the way around. And a beautiful ballpark, one of the older venues here in the Grapefruit League. They've been training here, the Twins have, since 1991. And here they are again for another spring session, getting ready for the rigors of their 2025 campaign. Bailey Ober's out there throwing some warm-up tosses, and I think the first thing that jumps out to you, Charlie, when you look at Bailey Ober, is his size. As I mentioned, 6'9", 260. He's a big boy out there on the mound for the Twins, isn't he?
He is. I mean, I believe we were about 200 feet away, and he still looks huge out there. And it's always tough as a hitter too when you see a guy that big and that massive coming at you. really doesn't matter sometimes what kind of stuff that he has. The presence of him on the mound is kind of what you see from the get-go. But I believe when these guys step in the box, if they are ready to hit strikes, they'll be great. But yes, Bailey Ober is a monster.
And you put him out there on that mound. Looks like everything coming probably right out of the sky when you're facing a guy like that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why they can just elevate a pitcher even more.
He'll be facing Kelenic, De La Cruz, and Baldwin here in the top of the first inning as the Braves get their first hacks at Bailey Ober and the Twins. 71 degrees, not much of a breeze, slight wind out towards left field. Ober looks to be ready, so is Kelenic. And now for the ball game. And the first pitch swung on and sent foul. High pop up into the seats. That'll rattle around some empty chairs down there, down the left field line. 0-1. Underway at 1:05 Eastern Time and starting right on time here at Lee Health Sports Complex. 0-1 pitch. That'll be swung on and missed by Kelenic. As far as Ober goes, he's coming off his best season a year ago in terms of wins. He went 12-9 for the Twins last year with a 3.98 ERA. 0-2 check swing, and Kelenic went strike three. Change up that time by Ober. Had a good one.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, really good sequence by Ober. I mean, coming at him with two fastballs right there, and Kelenic in the DH spot. You know, he's ready to hit. That's all he has to think about today is hitting. Ober got the best of him there with that good 0-2 changeup.
One down for Brian De La Cruz, and he'll take a called strike. Cutter in there at 83. These Braves hitters will see a fastball, a change, and a cutter. He's got a slider and an occasional curveball, but he's really good with that fastball change combination. That'll be sent foul. Fastball 91 there from Ober. Last year, Ober, a career best in terms of starts. He had 31 starts a year ago. De La Cruz hits a high fly ball towards right center field. Bader and Kiersey coming together in right center. And a two-handed catch by Harrison Bader out in right center. And two quick outs.
Yeah, De La Cruz seemed like he was just protecting right there. Maybe he committed to that pitch too early. A slider kind of down and away from him. Committed early, just got the barrel on it, but nothing to show for it. Just a easy fly ball to right center.
So it's up to the Braves' top prospect, Drake Baldwin, with two down here in the first inning. First pitch curveball in for a called strike. Ober last season, 191 strikeouts and 178 and two-thirds innings. There's a ball outside. And you look at a guy with his build, you think he'd be a guy who can log 200 innings easy and pierce 200 strikeouts. And a guy who's just 29 years old, maybe that's coming up next for him in his career. That'll miss outside.
Yeah, 31 games started, 178 innings pitched. I feel like if he has a full season, he does eclipse the 200 inning mark. But for these teams, when they have a guy that can eat up 200 innings, they'll sign him back every day.
Yeah. He's a big horse. 2-1 in for a called strike. Ober out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and then played collegiately at College of Charleston. Former 12th round pick of the Twins. Ground ball out towards second. Diving stop to his right by Lee. Up on a leg. Throws over to first, not in time. Drake Baldwin able to beat it out. An infield base hit for the Braves' top prospect.
Just shows you catchers can run, too. Catchers can run. Those are the ones that you want, you smell, especially two strikes. A lot of times if there's an off-speed pitch, kind of gets you out front. Guys are typically kind of running out of the box already. And then when you see a guy, an infielder, go to the left or right and leave their feet, that's when you smell that hit. And if you get a hit the first at bat of the day, the rest is golden for you.
That's a big box to check in the first inning, isn't it?
It is. But Drake Baldwin smelled it, and he got it.
Two down for Garrett Cooper. No score in the top of the first. Cooper takes a fastball for a called strike. For Drake Baldwin, he continues his strong spring. He is now 5 for 14 with a couple of RBIs this spring. Got a good lead at first base. 0-1 to Cooper. There's a shot out to left field. That'll lay down for a base hit. Clean single to left by Garrett Cooper. And the Braves have something going with back-to-back two-out base hits. And it's up to Eli White, who is the only source of offense for the Braves last night.
Well, they got two hits out of the way early here in the first inning. It took a while until Eli's first at-bat to break up the no-hitter with that home run last night. Good hustle, two-out hustle single for Baldwin, and then a nice line drive from Cooper, being able to stay inside that fastball and smoke it to left field.
First and second, 2 down. Righty-righty matchup, Ober and White. And Eli takes a called strike. We mentioned that Bailey Ober played his college ball at College of Charleston there in South Carolina. Eli White played at Clemson. They're about the same age as Eli's 30 years old and originally from Piedmont, South Carolina. 1 to Eli. And he pops one up. Third base side, Royce Lewis calling everyone off. And about 2 strides to the fair side of third base makes the catch. And that ends the top of the first inning. Braves get a couple of singles from Baldwin and Cooper, but nothing beyond that. We played a half an inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Braves nothing. And the Twins coming up when we come back.
What 3 things help make Aikens Ford in Winder the #1 retail Ford dealer in the Southeast? Selection, savings, and service. Hi, this is Brad Aikens, and with over 1,000 new Fords in stock, we have one for you, whether it's for work, play, or the everyday. And there's savings on them all. Finally, we go the extra mile for our customers, including delivery of your new Ford throughout the Southeast. Check out our entire inventory today, or even begin to buy at AikensFord.com. Aikens, we're closer, bigger, and sell more Fords than you think.
Visit the spring home for your Atlanta Braves, not far from the #1 beach in the U.S. Take a road trip to Northport in Sarasota County, Florida for wide-open outdoor adventures and lots of family-friendly fun. You can even dine at the Tomahawk Tiki Bar at Cool Today Park and see the Braves spring training stadium. Check it all out at visitsarasota.com and start planning today. That's visitsarasota.com.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike 1. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike 2. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike 3. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. One call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. Alongside Charlie Culberson, Ben Ingram here with you. Braves and the Twins from the Lee Health Sports Complex in Fort Myers. Spring training home of the Twins. Climbing in, Matt Wallner swinging up from the left side, facing the righty, Reynaldo Lopez on the first pitch. Scorched out to second. On the other end, Eli White. 1 pitch and 1 down. A 4-3 put out. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Garrett Cooper is at first base this afternoon. At second base, the aforementioned Eli White. And at shortstop, Christian Cairo. Luke Williams over there at the hot corner today playing third base. Connor Capel in left field. Jake Marisnik on patrol in center field. And Brian De La Cruz roaming right field. Drake Baldwin behind the plate. Reynaldo Lopez on the mound. Second pitch here in this game from the All-Star from a year ago, and for a called strike on Ryan Jeffers. Lopez, 6'1", 225 from the Dominican, and making his third start this spring. He's been very sharp, picking up where he left off a year ago, offering on the way to Jeffers. Fastball just missed at a 1-1 count. To this point in spring, 2 starts for Lopez, no runs allowed, just 2 hits allowed in 3 2/3. And we're hoping to see him for 4 innings today. 1-1 pitch, a little bit too tall with a heater. Like Charlie mentioned before first pitch, a 1.99 ERA last season for Lopez. That was in 25 starts. What a year. 2-1 pitch, popped up, back of first base, hard to his left. Eli White and roaming into no man's land and able to make the catch just back of the infield cutout. Not an easy play to make anywhere, but especially for a Grapefruit League game when you're fighting the sun down in no man's land.
And that's why you wear your glasses on your eyes, on your face, and not on your hat. For that reason, yeah, it was a great play. Those are the plays that the first baseman want no part of. Kind of cued right over your head, but luckily you got a guy in Eli at second base in a good position and a better angle to get that ball.
2 down for Willie Castro. Fastball just misses. I bet after spring training for utility guys, infielders, you feel like, okay, the most challenging pop-ups I'll see all year are now behind me. Because down here, you're fighting the breeze, you're fighting the sun. 1-0 pitch just misses 2-0. I bet some of those pop-ups in the regular season with so many night games are a piece of cake compared to what you see down here.
It seems to be.
Lopez brings it. Good fastball swung on, miss, 2-1.
And it's also great to know if you're playing second base and you have a guy at first base that doesn't like pop-ups, he's going to let you know. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, anything over here, you got to get it. And so in your mind, you're already prepared for those plays that may come in that game.
2-1 to Castro. In the air to left field, Connor Capel. Routine play, medium depth left, makes the catch, and down they go 1-2-3. So a good start for Reynaldo Lopez. We played 1 inning. We head to the top of the second, no score.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's water, fire, or mold damage to your home or business, you need a winning team. You need ServPro. ServPro's licensed, certified, and highly trained team of experts are here to help, offering fast, reliable, professional restoration services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves and Braves Country, our teams are committed to performing at a championship level. When disaster strikes, call ServPro and make it like it never even happened.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand the importance of good vision. Whether it's reading, driving, or playing sports, clear vision is essential. And we have all the bases covered, from annual eye exams and our full-service in-house optical department to advanced surgical procedures and management of serious eye diseases. Marietta Eye Clinic's 35 expert doctors and staff provide award-winning eye care. Pick from one of our 12 Atlanta area locations and schedule an appointment online at mariettaeye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic, your vision is our priority.
Play ball, everybody. This is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers, your preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves, and we're back for another season. And as the Braves get ready for their official season, you can also be preparing for that proposal for that special somebody in your life. So come visit us at Solomon Brothers Jewelers to see the largest selection of diamonds and jewelry for the absolute best price in Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, and online at solomonbrothers.com.
Ben, Charlie, and Jay Chad with you as we head to the top of the second. No score, Braves and the Twins. It'll be Cairo, Capel, and Marisnik. 6, 7, and 8 for the Braves due up in the second inning. This is the third of 4 meetings this spring between the Braves and the Twins. And the Braves have yet to beat Minnesota. 1 loss and 1 tie. And looking for a win today. No score, top of the second. And the pitch on the way to Cairo. And he's swinging. Sends one foul over to our right. The very first game of spring, the Braves played right here against the Twins. Lost that game on February 22nd. And then the Braves had a tie against the Twins in Northport back on Tuesday. There's a called strike. And it's 0-2 on Christian Cairo.
I'm sure Cairo's excited about the start today at shortstop, and first pitch coming out swinging kind of out of his shoes. That's what you want to see. You want to see a guy ready to play, ready to hit, ready to make some damage.
0-2 pitch, swung on, miss. Well, he had it geared up, but just missed it.
Yeah, a little late on that heater.
Second strikeout by Bailey over. That'll bring Connor Capel up to the plate. It's been good to watch Connor consistently this spring. 27 years old, out of Katy, Texas. He's been in the big leagues with the Cardinals, the A's, and the Reds. Offering on the way to him. That's in for a called strike. Capel was originally a Texas commit, but he was drafted in the 5th round by Cleveland out of high school and signed. And he was planning to follow in his father's footsteps by going to play at Texas. Check swing, he did go, and it's 0-2. His dad was a pitcher for the Longhorns in the 80s, Mike Capel, and he was on their 1983 national championship team and in the same rotation as Roger Clemens. That's Connor Capel's father. Now, Capel's had a good professional career and here in camp with the Braves. 0-2 pitch and bounced up there, 1-2.
Clemens, who is that?
Hey, you ever heard of him?
Maybe. I'd have to look him up.
Ball and 2 strikes on Connor Capel. Here it comes. Check swing, didn't commit. And a 2-2 count. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. No runs, no hits for the Twins. Capel takes a cold third strike. Fastball 91. And right out of the chute, Charlie, Ober's fastball has only been about 91, 92, but he seems to be locating it perfectly.
Yeah, and that's a tough thing. From a guy that's that big on the mound, he's already on top of you as a hitter. He doesn't have to throw, or whoever it is that is that big, they don't have to throw that hard. But that was really good sequence. 1-2 changeup just off, and he started the fastball in the same spot, just froze Capel.
Jake Marisnick cuts it loose and misses a fastball. Well, Ober, as you'd imagine, at 6'9", great extension. So it's on you quickly. Gets lots of chases. Ground ball sent foul on the third baseline. And coming from a frame that big, we were talking about deception last night, and you're probably seeing a lot of that from a guy this big.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. And like we were talking about in that last at bat, just pairing that fastball off with the changeup just off, it's really hard for a hitter.
Well, 2 misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Because sometimes you give up on a pitch because you just saw it previously come out of that same tunnel, and that's just where you got to tip your cap to a pitcher making a great pitch.
1-2, send foul down the left field line.
I think sometimes it's the best to be able to be ready to hit, obviously, every single at bat, but be ready to hit off a guy like this. If he is throwing 91, it really might feel like he's throwing 95 or 96. So to come out swinging on a strike, your first at bat, to get your timing down, can be a really good thing to set you up for the rest of the game.
Ober looking to strike out the side. Marisnick trying to disrupt that. Time called. And that's a good point. Like you said, 91, 92, but with that kind of extension, that's on you quickly.
It gets on you, too, and especially for some of these guys who played in a night game last night, now a quick turnaround to a day game.
1-2, low and outside.
There's something there to that, especially early on. Being able to play under the lights, you're seeing the ball differently to now playing in a day game, a quick turnaround. Sometimes it's best just to go ahead and swing early.
2-2, Marisnick swings, hangs alive. Foul went back into the grandstand. No score here in the top of the second.
This is great for Jake, too, to be able to get another start. Longtime big leaguer as well.
2-2, hit well out towards left center field. That's going to find the gap, and that's going to roll all the way to the edge of the warning track before Harrison Bader cuts it off. And by the time Bader hits his cutoff man, Jake Marisnick standing at second base. And the Braves have another 2-out base hit. They had 2 of those in the first inning and 1 here in the second.
Yeah, Jake's had a great start to the spring. A guy that's been around for a long time. And that was a great example right there of being able to spoil a really good pitch, a good slider just off the plate that allowed him to set up the next pitch, which was a fastball down over the middle of the plate for him to handle and be ready for.
2 down for Luke Williams. He's due. First pitch on the way to Luke. That's a little bit low and outside. Luke hit a homer the other day, which had to feel great, but it's his only base hit this spring. 1 for 15 with a home run. And a base hit right here should mean a run. Runner at second and 2 down. Bailey Ober wheels around, fires to second. Back in with a dive, Jake Marisnick.
Yeah, no matter what part of the season you're at or in, especially spring training too early on, you want to get a few hits. You want to kind of be able to take a deep breath. And Luke's in a position where he's fighting to make an opening day roster here with the Braves, so he's wanting to do well.
There's 1-0 pitch. Just missed inside with a fastball.
I feel like sometimes it's hard for people to understand maybe being able to follow a certain team, but there are certain players that are always in here trying to fight for a spot.
That's the position Luke's in. Hitters counted, 2 balls, no strikes. We'll take a ball down there, 3-0.
It's a really good take on that cutter, just down off the plate. Maybe just missed down over the plate, but allowed him to stay in a good hitter's count right here.
3-0 from Ober. Luke takes a high strike. Fastball makes it 3-1. Saw Luke in 34 games last season. Hit a $196. Rests the bat on his right shoulder, waiting on the big right-hander Ober. Here he comes. Luke grounds one out to short. Corralled by Willie Castro, and he zips one across the diamond in time for the out. And that ends the top of the second. Braves get a two-out double by Jake Marisnick, and nothing beyond that. We head to the bottom of the second, no score.
Spring is in the air, Braves fans. As the Braves get Truist Park ready for opening day, it's time to get your lawn in shape too. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows what it takes to grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington helps you grow a yard you can be proud of. Gear up for spring with Pennington Grass Seed. Available at the Home Depot.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're buying more than a vehicle. You're buying safety for your family, an investment that will hold its value, and something that will last a long time. You're buying trust. For a limited time, celebrate all the 2025 models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through March 31st. Whether you're looking to match your adventurous spirit with the 2025 Subaru Outback or lean on the reliability of the 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of Gwinnett has the perfect fit for your family. Stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
When it comes to giving your bottom line a boost, nothing beats pro pricing benefits from the Home Depot. Maximize your budget on every job by taking advantage of bulk savings, volume pricing, special buys, exclusive savings, and Pro Extra preferred pricing. This is pricing built for business, your business. Start experiencing the benefits at the Home Depot.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Braves nothing, Twins nothing. Into the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Ty France, Royce Lewis, and Harrison Bader due up for the Twins. And into his second inning of action, Reynaldo Lopez had a 1-2-3 first inning. And he'll be going back to work here versus Ty France. Pitch on the way. Missed inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Reynaldo Lopez. Fastball. Really good slider. A curve and a changeup. 1-0 pitch will miss inside of the right-handed hitting Ty France. It's been great to see the growth of Reynaldo Lopez this spring. You look back on his numbers last year, and you might say, oh, there's no reason to change anything. He was that good. 2-0 pitch is hit hard out towards center field. Coming in, thinking about diving, and then thinking better of it, Jake Marisnick. And plays it on a hop, and it's a base hit for Ty France. But finishing that thought on Reynaldo Lopez, we've seen him mix in his curveball, which has been more of a soap bubble curve, a slower curve that he's been working on this spring. That's just another wrinkle that he can throw at opposing batters. And the changeup is one that he can use as well. And it's really sharpened his arsenal even more. Royce Lewis, the batter. Fastball tick high.
That's when you know things are going good. He had the best season of his career. He almost doubled his WAR for his career last season alone. Might as well just mix in another pitch.
1-0 pitch in for a called strike. You know, if you go back to this time last year and evaluate the plan for Lopez, he was coming into spring camp, first year with the Braves, and the plan was, well, let's try him as a starter, and if that doesn't work out, we can throw him in the bullpen. 1-1, chopped out to the mound, taken by Lopez, throws to second base, and it's dropped by Cairo. It was a good throw right on the money. I mean, right on top of the bag, waist high, and it hit Cairo right in the glove, and he couldn't squeeze it. Is that one of those where he's thinking about the double play before he squeezes it?
Yeah, I feel like try to turn it before you catch the ball. You know, the biggest thing right there is the lead out, getting the out at second. Because it might be tough to double up and get Royce for the double play, but you just take your eyes off a little too soon.
So now first and second, nobody out. That'll be fouled back by Harrison Bader. That'll be a fielder's choice to put Lewis at first and an E6 on Christian Cairo for France to advance to second.
Yeah, those are always the tough ones, especially as an infielder, and you just shake your head.
one a little bit low. Well, and so many times we see pitchers on throws like that make a terrible throw to the bag. That could not have been a better throw.
And sometimes as an infielder, you get surprised by such a good throw. Not playing with these guys and playing behind them, you just don't understand how they pitch and throw a lot.
1-1 check swing. They appeal, and he did go, says Marvin Hudson down at first.
And with Cairo, maybe he's never played behind Lopez. Maybe he doesn't know how he does throw to bases, or if he is any good at throwing to bases. But maybe that surprised him, but I think he just tried to turn it too soon.
1-2 to Bader. That misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Finishing the thought on Lopez about where he was a year ago. You went into the season with him in the rotation. But I think it would have been easy to say this is just a start-by-start thing. Let's see exactly what he can give us. 2-2 pitch, ground ball to the left side. Taken on the second hop by Williams. Triggers the second for 1, over to first base, and Cooper can't dig it out of the dirt. The throw by White with a runner bearing down on him was low, and Cooper couldn't come up with a one-hop toss his way. Fielder's choice to put Bader down at first base, and a 5-4 put out of Royce Lewis, and runners are at the corners now.
Yeah, it was a really good play by Luke Williams at third. You know, he's playing back in double play depth, but kept his feet moving and caught it with just his glove and made a good throw to Eli. I feel like Eli didn't catch it great and almost kind of maybe got stuck in his glove trying to throw it too soon and made a short throw to first.
Brooks Lee to the plate, takes a fastball for a called strike.
Another play as a defender, you want that one back.
Yeah.
You feel like those are routine plays that you should turn. The throw beat them. Even a bad, slower throw beat them, but you want those back.
Runner at first goes. 0-1 is a called strike. Throw down by Baldwin to second base, and they have got him. That's a really nice play by Cairo hanging in there. The throw was to the second base side of the bag. He went lunging that way, snagged it, and still applied the tag to the incoming Bader.
What a great throw, but a better catch and tag by Cairo. Talking on defenders and trying to get back another play that you want to make for your team. That was one that he did for the Braves right there.
See if Lopez can strike him out. A little bit low and outside, 1-2.
Not a tough play to be able to go in and catch and tag at the same time and fall to the ground and hold on to it. That's a win for him. So now if Lopez can get out of this inning with no runs, that's a win for Cairo at shortstop.
1-2. Lee takes a slider a little bit low.
You kind of redeem yourself a little bit.
Yeah, after an E6, it makes you forget about it, doesn't it?
A chance of redemption.
2-2 to Lee. Ground ball foul. That just about took out Tommy Watkins, their third base coach. He went down to the turf and bit the dust. That whizzed right by him.
Army style. And he's got a standing ovation.
Takes a bow.
Tommy's a nice guy. I was able to talk to him a good bit playing third base. Just a friendly guy, but luckily he's still quick enough to get out of the way.
Again, the 2-2. That's in the dirt, kicks away from Baldwin, and this will lead to a run. Ty France comes in on a wild pitch from Lopez. He tried that very slow curveball like I was telling you about a moment ago. That was 67 miles an hour. And Charlie, it looked like it hit off that front beveled edge of the plate and took an awkward carom.
Yeah, from up here it did. I feel like it didn't even get to Drake, did it? So he was in position to block and just threw it a little too short. That's a little unfortunate right there, letting that run come in.
3-2 fouled off. So France went around the base paths on a single, an error, a fielder's choice, and a wild pitch. Again, the 3-2 from Lopez. Fouled back. Lee putting up pretty good battle here with 2 down in the bottom of the second.
Just spoiling good pitches. And that's what you got to do with 2 strikes. But I know Lopez wants to try to finish him away right here.
3-2. Popped up, back of third, fighting the son Williams. Back of the infield cutout, now ranging to foul ground and makes the catch. And that is out number 3. But the Twins pick up a run. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, none left. We played 2. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Twins.
Our story begins with Jackie going to work. She walks into the elevator thinking,
maybe I'll play my extreme scratcher. I could win up to $2 million.
That's the spirit. Scratch away. Hot diggity dog. You're up to your eyeballs in cash, Jackie. Oh, no. The doors are opening.
Whoa, Jackie? Is that you under all that money?
Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
Cool as a cucumber. Play the extreme family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery and win up to 2 million smackaroos. Play responsibly.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're buying more than a vehicle. You're buying safety for your family, an investment that will hold its value, and something that will last a long time. You're buying trust. For a limited time, celebrate all the 2025 models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through March 31st. Whether you're looking to match your adventurous spirit with the 2025 Subaru Outback or lean on the reliability of the 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of Gwinnett has the perfect fit for your family. Stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Whatever your passion, South College can help you succeed doing something you truly love. For me, that's surgical technology. Surgical technologists are vital to surgeons and an essential part of the surgical team. The South College Associate of Science and Surgical Technology program is designed to provide students with training to help care for patients, prepare surgical supplies, maintain aseptic conditions before and during surgery, and assist surgeons during surgical procedures. To find out more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus, visit south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
Action transfers into the top of the third inning here at Lee Health Sports Complex in Fort Myers. Braves and Twins rolling around this ballpark today. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Twins. Alongside Charlie Culberson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you for spring training game number 13 for the Braves. Jared Kelenic leading it off at the top of the order, facing Bailey Ober. And there's a ball outside. Michael Harris not on the trip today, but it is Michael's birthday today. He's 24 years old today. I'm excited for another campaign for Michael Harris this year. 1-0 pitch in for a strike.
That just doesn't seem right. He's already done so much. And he's only 24 years old.
Yeah, that's incredible.
What a talent.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Hack and a miss by Kelenic. 1-2. Yeah, when a guy's been around 2-3 years, you kind of forget, oh, yeah, he's also 24 years old. It's amazing what he's accomplished in a short amount of time. 1-2 is belted. Deep right field. Heading back to the wall, Kiersey, and he watches that thing fly way on out of here. Jared Kelenic just put one into orbit over the right field wall, and he ties the game with a home run. It's now 1 apiece here in the top of the third.
That ball got out in a hurry. You know that felt good.
Well, it definitely sounded good. That thing sounded like a bomb going off.
2 strikes, too. Not doing too much. Man. Great swing.
Here's Brian De La Cruz. And he hits one hard directly to the third baseman, Royce Lewis, who stabs the line drive. And 1 down.
Loud noises from the Braves bats.
Yeah, this second trip through, I think they got an idea of what Bailey Ober's trying to do. 1 down for Drake Baldwin, who's 1 for 1 with a single.
You know, it's funny. If you're a guy like Brian De La Cruz trying to make a team, some guys might say, oh, it's a great spring training at bat. I'm like, no. Right. I want that hit.
Yeah.
I hit it hard. I still want the hit.
1-0 drilled well down the right field line. That's down for a base hit. Hitting the bag at first and holding now Baldwin. 1 out single for Baldwin. He's 2 for 2. Man, what a spring for Drake Baldwin.
And to be hitting in the third spot in today's game, being the catcher. You know, word's already gotten out that he's the Braves' top prospect and looking to be the opening day starter. And for him to be, you know, a young guy that's already learned so much, that's willing to do what it takes to help this team win and put him in the 3 spot, yes, he looks great out there.
He's 6 for 15 this spring. Garrett Cooper takes a ball outside. Well, and also the experience that he's getting behind the plate this week, particularly. A few days ago, he was catching Chris Sale, and today he's catching Reynaldo Lopez.
He's got great praise from all of his pitchers.
1-1 game, top of the third, Braves and Twins. 1-0 pitch registers as a strike. 1-1.
It takes a lot of work to be able to go over game plans and opposing hitters' reports and make sure that you're on the same page and calling a good game and calling a game for Chris Sale. Cy Young and Lopez as an all-star.
1-1 outside. Snap throw down to first. Baldwin back in with a dive. Look, if you gain their trust, that's good enough for anybody.
Well, not only that is this guy trying to prepare to make a team, but to be able to prepare for the opposing team that day behind the plate, he's still got to hit.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot going through his head and all catchers' heads for an upcoming game.
2-1 to Cooper. He swings and misses 2-2. I would just guess that if you're taking the average age of every starter in the big leagues, the catching position would be amongst the oldest, because having veteran catchers is so important. I mean, you need guys out there who have lots of wisdom, lots of experience. It's such a demanding position, especially mentally. 2-2 pitch on the way. Garrett hits one out towards left field in the air. Morales in line with it, and he squeezes out number 2. And I say that to say this. Drake Baldwin's just 24 years old. So to be picking up on all of this and to get a nod of approval from Chris Sale and some of these other pitchers at just 24. 24 is a young age to play any position on a major league field, but especially behind the plate.
Well, it just shows you, too, with like any organization, an organization like the Braves, they do bring in veteran guys, but it's kind of up to the veteran guys to lead by example for these younger guys to learn from.
Eli White skies one to shallow right. Kiersey over to his left. Lost it momentarily in the sun, but now recovers. Makes the catch crossing the foul line, and that's out number 3. But the Braves get a run on a home run by Jared Kelenic. We head to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 game.
Hey, Braves fans. Spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is Braves fans' go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. With over 285 locations, Tidal Wave makes it easier than ever to keep your vehicle sparkling clean this spring. Experience the ultimate clean at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com today to find a location near you.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at Braves.com/All-Star Game.
All right, into the bottom of the third inning on a beautiful Friday in Fort Myers. Braves and Twins tied at 1. Twins scored 1 run in the bottom of the second on a wild pitch that drove in Ty France. And then the Braves answered in the top of this inning on a home run by Jared Kelenic. Kelenic with a couple of long ones already in camp. And this one makes it a 1-1 game. It's Kiersey, Morales, and Walner. 8-9-1 for the Twins in the bottom of the third. Great to have you with us alongside Charlie Culberson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Back out there for his third inning of work, Reynaldo Lopez. Showing bunt, pulling back, taking a strike to Sean Kiersey. Offering to Kiersey, bounce through the left side. That finds a hole in between Williams at third and Cairo at short. Leadoff single for the Twins, and Jefferson Morales the batter.
Sometimes right there, you show a bunt, maybe not even to try to bunt, but just to see the pitch. And that can allow your eyes to be able to gauge speed. And then he was on that next pitch, that next fastball.
Pick off to first, and Kiersey back in.
And also see where the defense is playing, who's coming in, where they're at, maybe to adjust them one way or the other, bring them in a little bit more.
Morales takes the ball off the plate. Worked out for Kiersey.
Yeah, it did. I mean, he, again, first at bat, get a single. The rest is icing on the cake.
Big swing and a miss by Morales.
It's a good fastball by Lopez. It's always fun to watch, too. He just goes after hitters. Quick arm. Everything's just electric.
Righty-righty matchup. And the 1-1 on the way to Morales. Fastball and for a called strike. He's been 92-93 with a fastball. And that's the great thing about Lopez. He can just cruise with that heater 92-94, and if he needs to ramp it up to another gear, he's got that in the tank, doesn't he?
And what he did right there, too, is it's really hard for a pitcher just to hold the ball. Hold the ball.
1-2, pushed him off the plate, 2-2.
And to be able to vary up your times, you know, you see the really good pitchers will practice holding the ball in practice. You don't wait to do it on the mound because everything is sped up on the mound in the game.
Is 2-2, low and away with a slider. The count runs full.
But when you have the ball as a pitcher, it's your game. It's on you. Even though there's a pitch clock now, he was able to hold the runner, get his feet to stop, and it freezes the hitter.
See if Kiersey takes off. He does. Pitch on the way is ball 4. This with a fastball. Boy, he threw some really tight fastballs that were close to the corner. Just couldn't get the call on any of those. It's the first walk allowed by Lopez. And now first and second, no one out for Matt Wallner.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good example. Here I am talking about him changing up his time and, you know, freezes him with a strike down the middle, and then he comes set the next 2 or 3 pitches and, you know, just misses.
Back to work on Wallner. And a fastball low.
But this is time for him to be able to vary his times to home and give a few looks to guys on base and to be able to see where he's at.
1-0 to the plate. Bouncer out to second. To his right and gloving Eli White from his knees. Able to shovel to second and get the force out of Jefferson Morales. And another dandy defensive play turned in by Eli White for an out.
Yeah, great play by Eli going to his right, making sure the one. And also on the other end of it with Cairo. You know, back in the first inning or the second inning when he tried to catch that ball too quick and turn it, he was able to make sure the one at second, no throw to first to see if he could get the guy coming around third base. So that was a great play all around.
One down for Ryan Jeffers, and he swings at the first pitch and lines one in the air to right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. In to score Deshaun Kiersey. Over to second, Matt Wallner. And Jeffers climbs in, pulls the trigger on the first pitch he sees, and gives the Twins a 2-1 lead here in the third inning. Able to just dunk it into right field. So this inning has gone single, walk, fielder's choice, single.
Sometimes you don't have to smoke it to get a hit. Just a good piece of hitting by Jeffers right there.
Now it's Willie Castro to the plate. Lines one out to first, caught by Cooper, and he steps on the bag to double off Jeffers. Boy, that got on him like a missile. And fortunately, Cooper held on, caught that right in the palm of the glove. So he's probably got bumblebees in his mitt right now, but he turned the double play, and that ends the bottom of the third. One run across for the Twins. We go to the top of the fourth inning, 2-1 Minnesota.
With South College's Bachelor of Science and Health Science, you can focus on pre-physical therapy or pre-physician assistant, or you could pursue an Associate of Science in Surgical Technology. Each curriculum is designed to promote development of knowledge and skills. The South College campuses in Atlanta and Marietta are designed with modern classrooms, laboratories, and other conveniences for students and faculty, an on-site cafe, and many nearby amenities. Learn more about South College in Atlanta and Marietta. Visit south.edu today. The time to pursue your dreams is now, and the place is South College, where dreams find direction.
City of Hope. We're more than just a top-ranked cancer hospital. For over 100 years, we've been making breakthroughs, pushing the limits of what's possible, targeting cancer at the molecular level, pioneering treatments used worldwide. At City of Hope, your entire cancer-fighting team is bound together by a single mission: to cure your cancer. And now City of Hope is closer than ever, providing the cancer care all patients deserve. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve, but one who genuinely cares about each player
what it takes. We got this.
can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Twins 2, Braves 1 into the top of the fourth inning alongside Charlie Culberson, Ben Ingram here with you, and it'll be Christian Cairo to lead it off for the Braves here in the fourth inning. As it's 6, 7, and 8, Cairo, Capel, and Marisnik. Still Bailey Ober on the mound. First pitch on the way from Ober. Cairo shows bunt, bunts one foul. Folks, get your vehicle sparkling clean this spring at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves with over 290 locations nationwide. Tidal Wave is your go-to destination for clean car happiness. Experience clean car shine worthy of the major leagues today at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Cairo is going to take one low and outside.
Cairo with an attempted bunt right there, first pitch. Great time to do it. Royce Lewis was playing almost on the outfield grass. Those are the times where you don't have to get down a perfect bunt. You just have to get the ball down.
1-1, ground ball out to third. Scooped by Lewis, bobbled by Lewis. He recovers, throws over, close play, and they got him. Good hustle by Cairo. For Lewis, it's like he dribbled it like a basketball. Came right back up to him and made the play.
He was able to kind of stay through with his glove and cut it off the bounce with his bare hand and made a great throw to first.
2-1 Twins, top of the fourth. Connor Capel hits a rocket up the middle on a base hit into center field. Did that catch the glove of Ober?
I don't know. I feel like it caught me. Another loud hit ball.
He had just whizzed by the towering right-handed pitcher Ober. And a base hit into center field.
Big target on the mound. That's what coaches tell you to do. Hit it right back where it came from. Luckily, it got through to the outfield grass.
Base hit by Capel puts him on for Jake Marisnik, who's 1 for 1 with a double. He'll take a ball outside.
Wonder when the last time Marisnik wore 94.
That's a good question. Probably been a while.
I'm sure he's excited to have a jersey, though.
Pick off over to first base. And back in standing, Connor Capel. Now, he would have had a really high number in high school in football. He was a two-sport star and was actually a standout receiver in California. Probably wasn't wearing 94. Probably a high number, though. 1-0 pitch. A little bit low.
He has that receiver body. He has a football body. Runs like a gazelle. I'm sure he was a great basketball player, too.
He's out of Riverside, California. He earned a really humorous nickname his first few years in the big leagues. There's the 2-0 pitch. And Marisnik taps one foul. His teammates, when he came up, were always getting on him because he was constantly eating junk food. That was his thing. All sorts of candy and fast food, things like that. But more candy and sweets than anything. And they started calling him Big Fudge.
And a guy that can get away from it. Because it doesn't look like he
not at all
is holding that extra candy and fudge in his body.
And he said since then he's really changed his diet. Runner goes. There's a hard hit ball foul.
Well, I guess as you get older, you have to try to adjust and change the way you eat.
That's right.
He must just still have a high metabolism, but he still looks good in a jersey, and he's a big guy, too.
Yeah.
I saw him last night after the game, and 6'4", is that right? 6'4"? He's huge.
33 years old from Riverside, California. Two 2-1 Twins in the fourth. And the 2-2. Just missed by a hair with a fastball.
That was a great take right there. Fastball away. I feel like Ober's been going with that cutter just off of that. So it'd be interesting to see what he goes to right here on this 3-2 pitch to Jake.
See if Capel takes off. He does. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed. Throw down to second by Jeffers. A one-hop throw, not in time. Stolen base by Capel. About 2 down after the strikeout. Now it's in the hands of Luke Williams.
The 3-2 slider right there is tough. It looked like it almost backed up a little bit. Those are the times where you see the slider out of the hand and expect for it to break where it's supposed to, and it never does. It just kind of backs up. A little cement mixer. Those are the ones that you want back as a hitter. But a good hustle by Capel to get down to second base.
This is the exact situation that Williams was in his previous at-bat, which was in the second inning. Luke swings and misses. He came to the plate with 2 down and a runner at second in the second and grounded out to short. Now he's at the plate here in the 4th inning with a runner at second and 2 down. Connor Capel, the runner at second this time. Oh, 1 to Luke. He swings and misses at a high fastball.
Smells a 2-out RBI. Up there hacking.
If he can reach, then Kelenic would get a shot to the plate here in the 4th inning. But Luke down 0-2. Ober deals. Williams takes a ball inside. Twins have some action in their bullpen. They've got a right-hander tossing. Ober checks the runner at second. 1-2 to the plate. Lobbed foul on the right field line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Atlanta Braves Spring Training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
Luke Williams can tie the game here. Braves trailing 2-1 in the top of the 4th. Runner at second, 2 down. And the 1-2 pitch. He chases and misses a slider for strike 3. And that ends the top of the 4th inning. Braves get a single and a stolen base, but nothing beyond that. We played 3.5 innings in Fort Myers. It's the Twins 2 and the Braves 1.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's water, fire, or mold damage to your home or business, you need a winning team. You need ServPro. ServPro's licensed, certified, and highly trained team of experts are here to help, offering fast, reliable, professional restoration services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves and Braves Country, our teams are committed to performing at a championship level. When disaster strikes, call ServPro and make it like it never even happened.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Still 2-1 Twins as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Braves and Twins seeing each other for the 3rd time this spring. It'll be Ty France to lead it off for Minnesota. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Lopez back to work. And a fastball a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Braves back down here to Fort Myers in a couple of days to see the Red Sox. 1-0 pitch. That's low as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Fort Myers the home of the Twins and the Red Sox. Got the Twins facility here, and then about 9 miles down the road, the Red Sox facility. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's driven to deep right center field. Going back to his left, Marisnik at the warning track to the wall, and it bounces over his head off the base of the right center field wall. He'll trigger it in, and Ty France is standing at second with a leadoff double. That was in the air a long time.
Yeah, I feel like France has always been a guy to be able to hit those guys, being able to throw sinkers down and in, because he has like a little waggle and stays inside and threw the ball so well. I feel like Lopez just left that ball up enough for him to, elevate it and lift it out there and hit it to the wall in right center.
If there was any breeze at all that way, it might have carried out of here. Right now, the flags aren't even moving down the left field line. Royce Lewis swings and misses at a high fastball.
Good thing he wasn't playing at home last night against the Braves.
That had been way out last night. What do we have, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds out towards right center?
It was wild.
Oh, one inside, 1-1. We had our sleeves on last night, and folks down beneath us in the stands had jackets on. Got into the 50s last night, which is really cold for folks down here.
Yeah, now people are sunbathing today.
Good day for it. 1-1 pitch, tipped into the mid, 1-2. Speaking of spring training facilities here in Fort Myers, you got a little bit of a tour of one of the older facilities here this morning, didn't you?
I did. On the way down, I stopped at Terry Park.
1-2 pitch. Hit well to left field. Connor Capel racing towards the gap. Throws up the glove. Makes the catch in deep left center. He fires to third base, and as the throw arrives, Ty France is standing at third. He tags and goes second and third on the fly out by Lewis, and one down.
Really good jump out there and left by Capel. Just being able to go back and catch that ball. That was a tough play. That was a really tough play, but a good catch, and little things like that. Just being able to catch the ball, getting it into the right base too, instead of throwing it to second. A lot of times if you're a fan watching the game, those are the little things as a fan to be able to notice how these big league players play.
Infield in, one down for Bader. He takes the ball low. Once you finish that story, you went to one of the older spring training complexes here, and a special connection in your family with that place, right?
My dad played down there in 1987 with the Fort Myers Royals.
1-0 fouled back. So your dad was a minor leaguer for a while.
He was. He played 5 years in the minor leagues, drafted by the San Francisco Giants in '84, the same team I was drafted by, so that was a really cool connection. And then him and my mom, Kim, and my sister, Chelsea, were living in Fort Myers when she turned 2 that summer.
1-1 pitch. Slapped up the first baseline, through a hole and down the right field line. Ty France will score as Bader's able to bounce one in between Cooper and the bag at first. And the RBI single makes it 3-1 Twins in the fourth.
Yeah, so if there are cities where I can go to that my dad played in, I always try to go to those parks and be able to see where he spent time and where he grinded as a minor leaguer, 20, 30 years ago. And that year in 1987, he actually won the Florida State League batting title.
Did he really?
320. He hit 320.
Brooks Lee takes a called strike. Did you call him?
I did. I FaceTimed him. I FaceTimed him and my mom when I was there, showing him the park. It was an old park. They had a college team in practicing today, but it's just so cool to know and be at a place where my dad actually played ball at.
Runner on the move. 0-1 pitches a strike. Throw down by Baldwin.
Ooh.
Close play. Not in time. Good throw.
Such a great catch and release by Drake. I believe he stole that off of Lopez, but to be able to be and come that close from getting Bader at second base, that was impressive.
Well, he got Bader in the second inning, just about got him there. Now the 0-2 on the way to Brooks Lee. Lopez to the plate, fouled back. And it's always cool when you can follow in your father's footsteps and see a place where he played. And especially given the fact that you're also able to play baseball at the professional level and into the major leagues as well. That's a really neat moment you had this morning.
It was awesome.
0-2, club through the right side, base hit. Harrison Bader had to make sure he was going to get through. And he advances to third base on the base hit by Brooks Lee. A lot of contact by the Twins here today.
Another slow curveball by Lopez. I feel like now's the time for him to be able to work on those pitches. When to throw them early, throw them late in the count. But he definitely just kind of laid that one in there, almost like a BP curveball, and left it up for him to be able to just poke it out to right field for an easy hit.
That's now 6 hits for the Twins. Here's Deshaun Kiersey. And he'll take a called strike. Braves have Daysbel Hernandez throwing in the bullpen. Braves are hoping to get 4 complete innings out of Lopez. Twins leading 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Is to Kiersey. Ground ball out to short, sliding to his right. Cairo's got it. Throws to second. Throws wide of the bag, and it goes rolling across right field and into foul ground up against the tarp. Coming around third base now is Brooks Lee. He will score just ahead of the throw to the plate. 2 runs come in on the ball hit in the hole that was misfired to second base by Cairo, and Kiersey ends up standing at second base. It's 5-1 Minnesota. So fielder's choice and an E6. Was a great defensive stop by Cairo to knock it down. But the throw was wide of the bag, and he had a lot on that throw, Charlie. And by the time it stopped, it was up against the tarp on the sidewall.
Yeah, it was, a great play to stop, and somewhat of an unconventional play to be able to go into the hole and spin around towards the outfield grass to get set to throw. Those are plays that a lot of guys don't really work on, and then it happens in the game. You just have to be athletic enough to be able to, hopefully things come together for you and make the play, but just a little wide. Great play. Just even guys at the major league level, you got to finish those plays.
So that'll be it for Reynaldo Lopez. Looking back on this outing, before I introduce you to Hernandez, and if you're summing up what you saw at Reynaldo Lopez today, I think you like where he was with his fastball today. He's got the good slider. But we mentioned that he's mixing in the curveball, and this seemed to be a day where he was working on the curveball. In other words, maybe throwing it more today than he normally would in a regular season outing. And that's a pitch that still has a ways to go, doesn't it?
And that was a thought, I'm sure, that they talked about, him and Rick Kranitz and Drake Baldwin behind the plate, to be able to call those curveballs in certain counts, maybe some early, some late. But again, they know what they got in Reynaldo Lopez. He's just trying to figure out another pitch and when to throw those pitches. And for him to be able to vary up his looks, vary up his timing on the mound, and then to be able to throw something potentially 25 to 30 miles an hour slower than his best fastball, that's really hard to do. But now's the time to do it in spring training. Again, as long as he's healthy and comes out and feels good about things, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he needs to work on one thing or another. But that curveball, it could be a really good pitch for him, but I think he just needs to throw it more in the game to really see if it's going to work for him or not this season.
5-1 Twins. There's Jefferson Morales, and he takes a called strike from Daysbel Hernandez. First pitch slider from Hernandez. Daysbel 5'10", 220 out of Sandino, Cuba. And he's making his 4th spring training appearance. That'll be tipped into the mid of Drake Baldwin. You could take a regular season outing out of Lopez this season, compare it to what he was doing today, and it could look like a completely different pitcher, given the pitch selection and what you're using and when. That'll miss down and knocked down by Baldwin. But that's the idea of spring training. There might be one particular pitch where you want to work on it a lot just so you can break it out when you want to in the regular season. That's what that felt like to me today.
Well, he's in a position to be able to do that in a game. Not many guys have that luxury.
1-2, got him swinging. Slider from Hernandez strikes out Morales, and 2 down.
If you're in a position to say, hey, today I need to throw 6 or 7 or 8 curveballs today because that's a new pitch, means you've done something right.
Right.
So it's a great position for him to be in, and if it ends up working out, great. And if it doesn't, he at least tried it in games.
Matt Warner swings, and it's a fly ball to right field. Brian De La Cruz in line with it, makes a two-handed catch in right, and that's out number 3. But 7 Twins come to the plate, 3-run score, altogether on 3 hits, an error, and a man left. We go to the 5th inning, 5-1 Twins.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with turbo power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand the importance of good vision. Whether it's reading, driving, or playing sports, clear vision is essential. And we have all the bases covered, from annual eye exams and our full-service in-house optical department to advanced surgical procedures and management of serious eye diseases. Marietta Eye Clinic's 35 expert doctors and staff provide award-winning eye care. Pick from one of our 12 Atlanta area locations and schedule an appointment online at MariettaEye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic, your vision is our priority.
Alongside Charlie Culberson, Ben Ingram here with you. 5-1 Twins into the top of the 5th inning. New pitcher for the Twins is Griffin Jax, J-A-X. Griffin Jax out of Greenwood Village, Colorado, went to the Air Force Academy. 30-year-old right-hander, 6'2", 195. And he's been with the Twins each of the last 4 seasons. Went 5-5 last year in 72 appearances out of their bullpen. And posted a 2.03 ERA last year. Now Jack's facing Kelnick. Kelnick been the only source of offense for the Braves today. There's a called strike. Jarrett hit one over the right field wall back in the 3rd inning. Jack's taking over for Ober. There's a fly ball to center. Harrison Bader fighting the sun. Staggers, makes a 2-handed catch. And 1 down.
Get a guy in Ober so big, not throwing as hard today, and then a guy in Griffin Jax, still not a small guy, 6'2", 195, 97 miles an hour. So it's great for these guys. Usually, early on in spring training, you're only seeing a guy 1 time. Now, as we're in the middle of spring training, you can see a guy 2 and 3 times maybe as a starter.
Probably more comforting of the plate, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit more, as long as the guy's not a Cy Young guy. Those are the guys that you don't want to face 2 and 3 and 4 times.
First pitch is a call strike on De La Cruz. They'll take another strike, 0-2.
But to get better, you have to face those guys. Those are the guys that are going to allow you to get better, are facing the best.
0-2 pitch. The Cruz fouls him back. I believe that hit our effects mic down there.
Yes, it did. It rattled it.
Have to send J-Chad down there to repair that thing. No,
it might take a while.
I think he'd wait till after the game. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sounds like it's still working down there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. De La Cruz loops one into shallow right field. That'll splash in for a base hit. Just dunked it out there over the infield.
Beautiful. Again, one of the best pitches I feel like in baseball is a changeup, a really good changeup, and even a right-on-right changeup. Those are probably one of the toughest pitches to be able to hit. He stayed through that ball very well and came out on top.
1 on, 1 gone. Call it strike on Drake Baldwin. Been a good day for Drake. 2 for 2, couple of singles. Threw out Harrison Bader, attempting to steal back in the 2nd inning. Almost threw him out, attempting to steal in the 4th inning. Well, 1 to Baldwin. Big bouncer, right side, going to be a tough play. To his left, Lee has it, bobbles, recovers, throws to first base, in time, barely. Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Down to 2nd for Brian De La Cruz. That goes down as a 4-3 put out. If this were the regular season, they might be reviewing that one.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about Drake, too. He's hustling down the line. I just love his approach at the plate. He's so quiet, even though he is 24, he's still a very young guy, but just a very mature approach about him to the game of baseball.
Swing and a miss by Garrett Cooper.
And I'll also give him some more props, too. He was one of the guys that started catching me when I made the transition to pitch at the end of 2023, and he was one of the first guys to say, I'll catch you, and then he gave me great feedback catching me and gave me some tips, and then he was able to jump in and face me when I threw some live. So he was a guy that was there for me, and he didn't have to be.
Pick off to second. He just about threw it into center field. And back into the dive, Brian De La Cruz.
But a guy who's willing to learn. He's here to play baseball, to be better every day, and he's in a great position this spring training here in Florida, looking ahead to the season. So I'm really pulling for Drake Baldwin this year.
0-1 pitch. In for a called strike on Cooper. Twins leading the Braves 5-1. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Griffin Jacks on the mound for the Twins. Second pitcher that Rocco Baldelli has used in this game. There's the 0-2 from Jacks. Missed outside. Griffin Jacks is the son of a former NFL player. His father played for the Cowboys in the NFL. And then, of course, the son, Griffin, taking the baseball route. And here on the mound with the Twins, here's the 1-2 pitch. A little bit off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Garth Jacks.
Garth Jacks.
What a name.
I can't imagine there's more than one Garth Jacks out there.
There's I guess a few Garths now that I know, or know of at least.
Here's the 2-2. Cooper clubs one out to short. Gloved by Willie Castro. The throw crosses in time. And that's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Twins 5, Braves 1.
Atlanta Braves fans, May is Military Appreciation Month, and a great time to show your patriotism by purchasing a VIP table at the Warrior Alliance 4th Annual Veteran Impact Awards and Gala. The event will be held on Thursday, May 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy Theater at the Battery, Atlanta, and features dining, live entertainment, and Georgia-based veterans being honored for the significant contributions they are making in our communities. Purchase your VIP table today or make a donation at thewarrioralliance.org.
Spoiler alert. A 2-word warning that we're about to ruin the end. But sometimes, spoilers can be worthwhile. And so, we designed the Lexus NX to reveal many things. Like taking the mystery out of how close you are between parking space lines, or the time you'll arrive at your dinner reservation. Technology designed to remove surprise endings. It's just a better story that way. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Ben and Charlie with you from Fort Myers, where the Twins lead the Braves 5-1 into the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be 2-3-4 for the Twins, starting with Ryan Jeffers and facing Daysbel Hernandez. Pitch a little bit low. Final line on Reynaldo Lopez. He went 3 1/3 innings. 5 runs allowed, 3 earned. That's fouled off right at the plate by Jeffers. So 3 1/3 innings out of Lopez. 5 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits allowed, 1 walk, no strikeouts today for Reynaldo Lopez. 1-1 to Jeffers. That swung on, missed, 1-2. And then the first man that Reynaldo Lopez, or rather that Daysbel Hernandez faced, he struck out in Jefferson Morales. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Daysbel with a quick quick delivery right there and spiking the slider, but it's really tough when a guy throws 96 to 97 with a hard slider when he varies his times up.
Fastball way upstairs, coming in at 96 miles an hour, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And then one gets away from him at 96 up and in. Well, the slider would be a great pitch.
Not easy to settle in on him, is it? That was a line drive past a diving Christian Cairo and into left field.
A slider there, 3-2, just left it up over the plate. But no, it's not easy to face a guy like Dayspell. Everything that he throws is just hard. 96 to 97, his sliders 87 to 90. Everything's just bearing down on you, and he gets to the plate quick, which makes it even tougher as a hitter to get your timing down.
First base for Jeffers. Chasing and missing now Willie Castro.
I mean, he just grabs the ball, gets set, and it's just power down the mound. Everything's heavy.
Ball low and inside. And that's what, not just the fastball, but the slider as well. And everything feels like you're hitting a kettlebell out there, doesn't it?
And you feel sped up, too, with how fast he is at the plate.
Fly ball to left. Connor Capel sprinting to his right towards the line, lays out. It's out of his reach. And that bounces behind him. Around second, heading for third now, Jeffers. He'll pull in standing at third base. And it's a double by Willie Castro. Great effort by Capel. He dove for it and was just out of his reach. And upon impact to the ground, the glasses flew off of his helmet, or off of his hat. Just had everything but the baseball.
Yeah, that ball was hitting the perfect spot, kind of off the end of the bat, but never came back. The wind is starting to die down a little bit. If the wind's howling more from left to right, maybe that holds up just enough for him to catch it. But he did run a long way and give a good effort.
First pitch, chasing and missing Ty France. 5-1 Twins, bottom of the 5th inning, and France trying to add a couple more up onto the scoreboard for the Twins. France has had a big day. A single and a run scored in the second, a double and a run scored in the fourth. Ground ball to second base, taken by White. He throws to first base as the run scores. 4-3 put out to eliminate Ty France. But France picks up the RBI as Jeffers scores. And Castro goes second and third. It's now 6-1 Twins.
A good play by Eli. He's playing up the middle just a little bit. The ball wasn't hit too hard. But when he caught that ball, he actually gave Castro a glance running from second to third. Sometimes those guys hold up a little bit and don't run super hard.
Infield in, there's a ball inside of Lewis.
And so if you kind of catch a guy sleeping at second, being the back runner, hey, if you're thinking about that before the play happens, you can kind of catch him napping and get the out at third base.
1-0, good pitch. Put a slider over for a strike.
Even though you never really see that play happen too often, but the smart play was to get the out at first.
1-1 outside. Just a little bit higher baseball IQ. You're checking it out. You're thinking that way, which means, like you said, before the ball is put in play, Eli's already thinking, okay, in these different situations, what am I doing with the baseball?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen.
2-1 fastball misses.
But that's what these guys have to do. They have to think ahead. They have to think about multiple, scenarios before the play happens. If that ball's smoked at him, he might be able to just catch him, make an easy throw to Luke Williams at third base and get Willie Castro just kind of sleeping on the base paths maybe. But if that play happens and you get him one time, then it works.
3-1 pitch, softly flared into right field for a base hit. Coming in to score, Willie Castro. And the blue base hit by Royce Lewis brings another run across for the Twins as they lead 7-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Very weak contact. That's all they needed.
Yeah, they said the bat died a soldier.
That's right.
I'm sure Royce could get some more bats. You can break a bat and get an RBI single.
Yeah, you'll trade a bat for knocking an RBI every time. There's a ball low and in.
Yeah, when you start breaking more bats, you'll have another box in your locker in a few days. And the guys that are playing every day, they have plenty of bats.
Braves have Jake Diekman tossing in the bullpen. There's a called strike on Harrison Bader. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Twins. 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Braves. The lone Braves run was a solo homer by Jared Kelenic in the third inning. There's a called strike to Bader, and 1-2.
Even with a guy like Dayspell who throws hard, everything's hard, if he gets in a routine of just throwing everything quick, it's easier for a hitter to time that up.
1-2, check swing. They appeal, didn't go.
And when I say easier, it's not easy, but if you are in a routine, the same rhythm the whole time, guys are able to kind of take their swing down a little bit and be able to shorten up their approach.
2-2, got him to chase and miss a slider.
Unless you throw a wiffle ball up there like that one. Sometimes it works in their advantage to keep going quick, and now you're able to throw a wiffle ball slider and you get a guy sped up and just kind of wave at a pitch.
Well, that'll be the last man that Hernandez faces. Here comes Brian Snitker. So he lets Hernandez finish on a high note by striking out Bader. The next batter will be Brooks Lee. He'll be facing the left-hander Jake Diekman. And Jake will be coming on for the fourth time this spring. Diekman, big left-hander, 6'4", 200 pounds. And he is from Wymore, Nebraska. Went to Cloud County Community College in Concordia, Kansas. And then to Doane University in Crete, Nebraska. And was drafted by the Phillies in the 30th round back in 2007. He's had quite the career. He's going into his 14th Major League season. And he is the third pitcher used by Brian Snitker in this game.
That's the beauty of baseball. I've never heard of those colleges. And for a guy who's going into his 14th Major League season, it just shows that there's a path for everybody. And for, younger guys that might not go to a big Division I school or have to go to the junior college, community college route, it is okay. All it takes is one person to like you, one person to give you a shot. And Jake has ran with it in his career and had a really, really good career, a long career for him.
Got a good arm.
And when you're tall, funky lefty that throws hard, and that helps too.
You'll always have a gig when you're a funky left-hander.
Yeah, those guys tend to stick around. Those lefties always have a little something about them.
Yeah. Now for Diekman, it's been a good spring. And looking for more of that here in this ball game. Diekman to this point this spring, 3 appearances, no runs allowed. He surrendered just 2 base hits over 3 innings. He hasn't walked anyone. 2 strikeouts, altogether 11 batters faced. And looking for one more out to get through the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-1 Twins, bottom of the 5th. First pitch sinker low and inside.
What I also think is impressive for guys to be able to finally stick and stay in the big leagues. 2014 was his first full season in the big leagues to stay, and he hasn't been back to the minors since.
1-0, a flare down the right field line, slicing and in. Lands fair just inside the right field line. This single by Brooks Lee sends Royce Lewis from first to third. So the hits just keep on coming. That's now 10 base hits for the Twins in this game.
Yeah, they're finding base hits. They're finding the outfield grass. Some of them aren't hit great. That was a good example right there for guys to watch the game. De La Cruz getting that ball back into second, and Capel coming in to back up the throw from right field. There's always somewhere to be when you're on defense.
2 down, and Kiersey takes ball inside. Pinch runner Armando Alvarez is out there at third base. So Armando Alvarez running for Royce Lewis. Ball up and into Kiersey. So we'd likely see Alvarez take over at third base when we go to the top of the 6th inning. 7-1 Twins. Diekman fires, and he missed with a sinker low. Sean Kiersey Jr. has been on base twice in the game. 3-0 pitch in for a called strike. He's looking to reach again. He's their right fielder today. Singled and scored in the third inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. Left-handed hitter facing the lefty Jake Diekman. 3-1 pitch. Outside, and Kiersey's on again. 2-out walk will load the bases now for Jefferson Morales.
To be able to go to the bat and not have to swing and get a walk against a funky lefty, I felt like I was having to pay people to walk me.
I believe that. And he's a lefty. He's thinking it's going to be a tough ride against the lefty Diekman.
See a few pitches and then take your base.
Now the righty Morales. He's swinging. Fouls one straight back into the screen. Got a good crowd here on a Friday afternoon. Coming to you from the Lee Health Sports Complex, the spring training home of the Twins ever since 1991. And a pretty big crowd out there enjoying a beautiful day here in Florida. 0-1 to the plate. In for a strike, 0-2. You will see the Twins one more time this spring, as they'll be coming to Northport next week. And then we'll see them in the regular season. They come to Atlanta in the third week of April. Diekman looking to strike out Morales. 0-2 pitch, and he hangs alive, fouling one back. Kiersey at first, Lee at second, Alvarez at third. Twins have them loaded, 2 down. They're already leading 7-1. 0-2 to the number 9 hitter. And Morales swings and misses at a high sinker. And that's out number 3. But 8 men come to the plate. 2-run score. 4 hits in the inning for the Twins, and they leave them loaded. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 7-1 Minnesota.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel?
Cool. Good to go to the opera? Good to sit ringside at a boxing match? Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
Georgia is home to over 600,000 veterans who play an important role in strengthening our communities. The Warrior Alliance is recognizing these contributions at the 4th Annual Veteran Impact Awards and Gala on Thursday, May 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy Theater at the Battery, Atlanta. You may participate by nominating a Georgia veteran for their exceptional service after military service in categories such as first responder, healthcare, education, military spouse, and more. Go to thewarrioralliance.org today and submit your veteran nomination.
This is Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. Pruitt Health is a proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Jeff Francoeur here. This is what I love. Pruitt Health is a family-owned business started right here in Georgia. They believe family makes us stronger. They've been caring for people here for more than 50 years. If a sudden injury or illness takes you off the field and you need home health care or skilled nursing, trust the Pruitt Health family to get you back in the game. Visit PruittHealth.com.
Ben and Charlie with you from Fort Myers. It's a 7-1 lead for the Twins into the top of the 6th inning. Couple of changes for Minnesota. Armando Alvarez remains in the game. He goes to third base, and the new pitcher is Danny Coulombe. Danny Coulombe, spelled C-O-U-L-O-M-B-E. He's a lefty, 5'10", 190 from Scottsdale, Arizona. Played his college ball at Texas Tech. And he's out there now facing Eli White. And the first pitch over versus Eli. Coulombe's been around a while, 10 years in the big leagues, and his second tour of duty with the Twins. He's been with the A's, the Twins, the Orioles, and the Dodgers in his career. 0-1, White shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball, 1-1. Coulombe takes over for Jacks, who pitched a scoreless 5th inning, giving up 1 base hit.
Another really good year by another reliever. 2.12 ERA last year.
Good numbers. 1-1. Ground ball out to third. Out there to Alvarez, who's brand new to the ball game, and his throw is not in time. I think he forgot he was going down the line, Charlie.
That's the thing. Alvarez came into pinch run. That's the first inning on defense, first batter. You got a guy, Eli White, is probably one of the fastest guys in baseball. You catch the ball and you take a couple extra shuffles, that guy's safe. Now that turns from a 5-3 into an infield single.
Good start here in the 6th inning. Braves down 7-1. There's Christian Cairo. Cairo takes a ball high.
And that can be tough sometimes, too, for guys that are backing up or even guys that are starting. Sometimes with them having a split squad, you just don't know all the guys that you're playing against. But now he will if he were to play against the Braves and Eli White next time.
Ball low and inside of Cairo.
Can't give those guys extra steps.
Especially Eli White.
And especially at this level.
Pitch misses high.
Eli with the sliding mitt. And the sliding mitt's a big thing in baseball, and especially in youth sports now. But, you know, I talked to kids and said, if you have a sliding mitt on, you better be on base a lot. Or you better be a burner on the bases. Or have had a hand injury. But a guy that puts a slide mitt on, there's a reason for it.
Right.
He's probably diving head first. A lot of base runners, base stealers, dive in head first. And they're going so fast, too.
So a single and a walk. Here's Connor Capel. Left on left matchup. 7-1 Twins here in the 6th inning. Pitch from Coulon. Ground ball up the middle. Taken back of the bag by Castro. Steps on second for 1. Throws to first in time for 2. We want to talk about perfect defensive positioning as he robs Connor Capel of what would have been a base hit up the middle.
Yeah, playing just behind the bag on the shortstop side. You never know. When the shifts were still in play, they might have him on the second base side, and it would have been a tougher play for a shortstop and Willie Castro at that. So perfect positioning for that play, unassisted double play.
So now 2 down with a runner at third for Jake Marisnik. Coulomb brings it. That'll be fouled off by Marisnik. Braves have had base runners all day long. They've not gone down in order a single time in the game. They have 8 base hits. But they've stranded at least 1 runner aboard every single inning. And altogether 6 left on base in the game. 0-1 in the air, towards right, down the line. Kiersey to his left, races it down, makes the catch, and then goes across the line into foul territory. That's out number 3. So the Braves strand another man in scoring position. We played 5.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 7-1 Twins.
When you buy a Subaru from Subaru of Gwinnett, you're buying more than a vehicle. You're buying safety for your family, an investment that will hold its value, and something that will last a long time. You're buying trust. For a limited time, celebrate all the 2025 models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through March 31st. Whether you're looking to match your adventurous spirit with the 2025 Subaru Outback or lean on the reliability of the 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of Gwinnett has the perfect fit for your family. Stop in for a test drive on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth or start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Good call. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
the sixth inning, it's 7-1 Twins. Got a bunch of changes for the Braves. We'll get to those in just a moment. Meanwhile, climbing in, Matt Warner, and he takes a called strike. All right, brand new catcher for the Braves is Sandy Leon. The new first baseman is Cade Bunnell. Into the game at second base, Keyshawn Ogans. Cal Conley is the shortstop. There's a called strike on Warner. Matt Batten is the new third baseman. Ethan Workinger is in left field. Ground ball out to first base. Diving stop to his right. Cade Bunnell from one knee. A strike to the bag. And Diekman is there. Slick play by Cade Bunnell at first base and a 3-1 put out.
That's how you do it coming in off the bench. That was a great play.
You said last night you come into the game, you want the first ball hit to you, and he went to it.
Ideally a routine play, but might as well dive and get dirty. And what a nice sidearm throw off the knee to Diekman running. That was a nice little pass route to first base, just like he drew it up.
Jair Camargo is going to take a strike. Let's see. Cody Milligan takes over in right field. And the new center fielder is Carlos Rodriguez. Those are all your changes for the Braves here in the sixth inning. Pitch misses there. One to Jair Camargo. And Diekman missed outside with a slider. 7 runs on 10 hits for the Twins. 1 run on 8 hits and 2 errors for the Braves. And complete substitutions all the way around for the Braves now. Okay, Luke Williams still at third base. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That'll miss outside. So is Batten in there somewhere? Or did I just...
No, I think he's not in there yet. I believe with Luke leading off the next inning, they probably want him to get his third at bat.
Okay. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And he blows that by him. Good sinker. Swing and a miss by Jair Camargo.
Yeah, everyone got their third at bat except Luke. So one more inning for him.
3-2. Struck him out. Had him reaching for a sinker away. Looked too tempting for Camargo to lay off of it.
Yeah, the ball just kept running on him. Luckily, 3-2 sometimes in a 3-2 count as a hitter. We talk about this a lot. You know, you feel like the pitcher has to throw a strike. So a lot of times guys will expand. They don't have to throw a strike. As a hitter, you got to shrink the strike zone. It's really hard to do, though.
There's only been one 1-2-3 inning in this game. Willie Castro takes a called strike. That was all the way back in the bottom of the first inning when Reynaldo Lopez got Warner, Jefferson, Castro to go in order. Well, 2 up and 2 down as Diekman got Warner to ground out and Camargo to strike out. And he's hoping for a 1-2-3 frame here in the sixth inning. Fouled back by Castro. Suddenly nothing in 2.
It's a nice start to this at bat. Just got to talk it into existence. I'm sure Jake would enjoy a 1-2-3 inning.
Man, you know it. Gave up a single, a walk, and then had a strikeout in the 5th inning. And now he's hoping to zip through the Twins here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Way ahead 0-2. Pitch to Castro. Line drive down the right field line in for a fair ball. That's going to roll all the way into the corner and bang up against the wall. Castro into second base. It's a 2-out double. That is his second double of this game. And a good piece of hitting by Willie Castro there. They'll send in a pinch runner for him as they're sitting out at number 84, but on the roster I have, that's their bullpen coach. Definitely not that guy.
You never know. But probably not. I don't think the bullpen guy wants to be pinch running right now.
Will Holland is the pinch runner.
It's always a good feeling to be able to know you have one more at bat and to get a double with 2 strikes and then someone to come pinch run for you.
There's a called strike on Ty France.
But also nice for a guy like Will Holland to be able to go in and pinch run and get his feet wet on the bases before he goes and plays defense. Sometimes it's always a little weird, a different feeling to go out there for the first time late in the game on defense, especially as a young guy.
Oh, and the France misses high and outside. 7-1 Twins, bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, we tried to talk the 1-2-3 into it.
We did.
This inning. Worth a shot.
Did the best we could. Ball and a strike on France. He's been swinging a good stick in this game. 1-1 fouled back into the screen. 1-2.
It's just funny looking at that swing. It was a good pitch to swing at. Kind of came out of his shoes and kind of fell over. It almost looked like he just missed it. But I guarantee you, if you looked at the replay, it probably was fouled off this pine tar.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the times where you're kind of thankful that you didn't square it up, because your bat would have been shattered.
1-2. Not a bad idea. Went away with him with a sinker. And a 2-2 count on Ty France.
That's a good thing right there, too, especially for a lot of young players watching. When guys get off balance, it's usually where they miss balls. They miss pitches.
Outside with a slider. 3-2.
It's always the really good hitters that are able to, stay within themselves, stay in their legs, finish through, follow through with a good swing and a good balance. You never really see too many guys take big swings off balance and still hit the ball in the barrel.
Payoff pitch, and that swung on and tipped into the mitt. Used a slider to strike out France. And that'll end the bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-out double is all the Twins come up with. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Still 7-1 Twins.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is Braves fans' go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. With over 285 locations, Tidal Wave makes it easier than ever to keep your vehicle sparkling clean this spring. Experience the ultimate clean at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com today to find a location near you.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Why is it important to shop local? Hi, I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. As we come back as the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves, we find it to be very powerful that we are aligning ourselves with the community and that we are here for you every step of the way. We've been here for over 40 years and we're not going anywhere. So shop with confidence with Solomon Brothers Jewelers at any of our 3 locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, and we'll be here for you generation to generation.
Top of the 7th inning here at the Lee Health Sports Complex. It's a 7-1 lead for the Twins over the Braves. Alongside Charlie Culberson, Ben Ingram here with you. New pitcher for the Twins, hard-throwing Jorge Alcala. Alcala from the Dominican Republic, 6'3", 205. This guy can hit triple digits, can he?
Yeah, this is the bat that you want. But so many guys throw so hard now. So many guys are throwing hard. Typically, if their arsenal, everything is hard, you just have to sit hard. But you can't match your rhythm and timing and try to load up too much for these guys. You have to kind of dumb things down a little bit in the box.
Luke Williams going to swing and send one foul. Alcala last season, 3.24 ERA in 54 appearances. 58 strikeouts and 58 in the 3rd innings. Alcala, 29 years old. He'll be 30 in July. There's a called strike on Luke Williams. 97 with a sinker right there.
Get it ready early. Less movement, the better. In the box, this is the kind of guy right now where you can try something new to try to shorten your approach.
Well, one pitch will miss high. Bunch of changes for the Twins we'll get to in just a few pitches. Meanwhile, a 1-2 count on Luke Williams. That'll miss low and outside.
It's a good take on the slider down.
Two from Alcala. Line drive out to short, sliding to his right and squeezing Will Holland. Boy, he just robbed Luke Williams here.
Good swing on a 2-strike slider. Feel like he might have let that one up just over the plate enough. But for Luke, hey, that is a good spring training at bat. Yes, Luke needs hits right now. We all want hits. He would love to have ended his day with a hit right there. But a 2-strike line drive out, hard out, that's a good one.
There's a called strike.
Especially on a tough righty. Alcala's really good arm, throws really hard. That's a tough at bat.
Rodriguez for the Braves. 1-0 pitch. Fouled back just to our left. Oh, hit the speaker just to the left of our booth.
Here I am reaching across you to try to maybe catch the ball. You've probably seen a few of those up your way.
Yeah, I wasn't flinching on that.
You were not flinching.
No, I could see the spin coming just to my left. I knew it wasn't going to get to us. But that speaker's rocking. You imagine that thing had gotten dislodged? Here's a 1-1 pitch. I don't know that I trust that speaker up there. Is it?
Now look, the bolts look like they're somewhat new. I'd like to think so. There's a lot of people here at this game today. It's a nice day at the ballpark.
There's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You got good eyesight, don't you?
Yeah, I got LASIK.
You got LASIK?
Yeah.
When did you have LASIK?
Let's see, about 12 years ago, believe it or not. And I feel like it's as good now as it was the day that I got it.
I'm right there with you.
Which is better than what I thought it would be 12 years down the road. There's a ball low and in. They told me after 10 years I might need a touch-up. I can read fine, see fine.
I'm thankful for no more contacts.
No kidding.
I had Dr. Eugene Gabinelli in Atlanta do my LASIK eye surgery for me back in January of 15.
Game changer, isn't it? 3-2, sky high to deep right field. Rosario fighting the sun. And he'll make the catch out there in right field.
Game changer. Yes, it is. I got to the point where I did not love contacts, and then especially trying to perform on the field. You know, day games, night games, sometimes your eyes get dry. Always having to wash them, you know, rinse them out at night, clean them. But yeah, the LASIK has been phenomenal.
Swing and a miss by Cody Milligan. How old were you when you got glasses or contacts for the first time?
Contacts for the first time as a freshman in high school. I wore one contact. Had an astigmatism in my right eye and just wore one.
Milligan takes a ball outside.
My dad got upset with me one night because I couldn't put my contact in for a high school game as a freshman. I made sure to get my contacts in, or my contact in from then on.
1-1 pitch that swung on and missed. I got glasses in the 2nd grade.
Wow.
I don't ever remember being able to see. I mean, ever.
Well, now you can.
And then got the contacts in the 6th grade. My vision was awful. So getting the LASIK was like a miracle.
Thankful for technology.
1-2 to Milligan. And he rockets one way up into the air to center field. Sheffield back just shy of the warning track and now onto the track and makes the catch. Hit into the deepest part of the yard. That might have been out last night. I feel like it would have been. But here today at Fort Myers, it's a deep fly out. And that ends the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 7-1 Twins.
The passage of time. One generation takes the place of the next. Businesses come and go, and some remain and grow. At Marietta Toyota, we've grown with the community, but one thing has always remained constant: better service, people, smiles, and fun. Work hard and play hard in the all-new redesigned 2025 Tacoma. In stock and available now. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
With us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation? I'm joking. Maybe.
Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Buy and sell Atlanta Braves tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. Two legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Hurry up and get your Braves tickets for the 2025 season. With great matchups and multiple seating options and packages available, there's something every fan will love. Visit Braves.com/tickets today.
It's a 7-1 lead for the Twins as we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. New Braves pitcher, right-hander Dylan Covey, 6'1", 215, out of Pasadena, California. Went to Maranatha High School and then went to the University of San Diego. That's the same high school that produced the Worrell brothers, Tim and Todd, back in the 80s and 90s. This ball a little bit low and outside, but a called strike on Alvarez. No balls and a strike on Armando Alvarez. He'll be followed by Mike Ford. So the changes for the Twins not straight up. There's a called strike. Don't you love when they do that?
I'd like to go back and highlight Milligan's at bat right there. A guy that's been able to come back up some major league games the last couple of seasons. I had a chance to be around him some last year. Just a really good dude that's grinding his way through the minor leagues, plays all outfield, and comes in and gets a really, really good major league reliever and just misses a home run. So I think that's a great at bat for a guy like Cody Milligan.
Well, 2 misses low. He got really good wood on it.
He did, and that's he obviously wishes that ball would have kept going and got him a major league home run in spring training, but just a good at bat, a good showing for a guy like Cody.
1-2 from Covey, and a swing and a miss by Alvarez. Struck him out with a splitter.
Splitter, changeup, right on right or a left on left. Those are really, really tough. That's a hard splitter. 85. Kind of just falls off the plate right before it gets to the zone. Just kind of disappears.
Seven-1 Twins, bottom of the seventh. Mike Ford takes a called strike. Right-hander Covey nods with his catcher Sandy Leone. Check swing, foul ball. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Atlanta Braves Spring Training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
7-1 Twins, bottom of the seventh. 0-1 to Mike Ford, just about got him in the toe. Ford, 32 years old, out of Princeton. He's had a good career, 6 years in the big leagues. His next homer will be the 89th, correction, next RBI will be the 90th of his career. There's a ball outside. He's been with the Yankees and Mariners, Angels, spent a year with the Braves, been with the Reds and the Giants.
A lot of different time here and there, but 37 home runs and 687 at-bats.
He'll take a ball high.
A guy who knows how to slug. But that's what's tough for guys like Mike Ford in his situation. Not getting a chance to play consistently. It's really hard to string together really good at-bats over the course of your career.
32 low and outside. He's got a career slugging percentage of .402. And a lot of that coming in inconsistent playing time, like you mentioned. He takes ball 4 there, and it's a one-out walk. I mean, you know all about the duty of showing up to the ballpark and having to be ready for whenever your name is called. And there can be stretches where day upon day upon day starts to pile up and you haven't gotten in there. But you're prepping every single night and focused on what you need to do in case your name is called. That makes it really hard to stay sharp. Anthony Prado check swing. They appealed. He did go.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for players. I feel like it took a while for me as a player to understand that mentally You have to prepare like you are playing. You have to do all the prep work, the video work, like you are going to be starting and facing that starting pitcher and everybody else in that bullpen.
Well, one ground ball to short. Conley has it. Shuffles to second. Ogans over to first, and that's a double play. Nicely turned Conley, Ogans, and Bunnell on a 6-4-3 twin killer. That finishes off the bottom of the seventh. We go to the top of the eighth. 7-1 Twins.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Heart Care's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare.
Jeff Francoeur here to talk with you about your car insurance. You got to have it, so you might as well work with a company that invests your dollars right back into your community. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance supports grassroots efforts that strengthen rural communities and protect farms and products growing here in Georgia. You can rely on them for quality insurance coverage and to help protect our access to local food. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance.
Top of the eighth inning, new pitcher for the Twins is Huascar Ynoa. Familiar face, 4 seasons in the big leagues with the Braves. And he'll be facing 3, 4, 5 in the Braves order. Ynoa 6'2", 220. 26 years old from the Dominican. And he's facing Sandy Leon. Leon takes a ball low. 7-1 Twins are in the top of the eighth alongside Charlie Culberson. Ben Ingram here with you.
What a feeling for him to be back pitching against the Braves.
1-0 in for a strike. That fastball at 92. And there was a stretch in, I'd say, 2021 where he was probably the hottest Braves pitcher that they had early in that season.
He put up great numbers for him, and probably a big reason why, one of the reasons why he was so good for them.
1-1 high and away, 2-1.
And allowing them to reach to the postseason and win that World Series.
He did get one appearance that postseason. Pitched in an inning against the Brewers in the division series. And then, take that back, made 2 appearances. Made another appearance in the championship series against the Dodgers. And pitched 4 innings of shutout baseball, giving up just 1 hit.
That was a tough series.
Yeah.
Up 3-1 against the Dodgers.
Yeah, in 2020, there's a high fly ball to center. And Dalton Sheffield coming in, looking skyward, makes the catch. And he has got it, so 1 down here in the eighth. So, yeah, he made 1 appearance in that 2020 NLCS and then 1 postseason appearance in the 2021 NLDS. Yeah, that was in the bubble during the COVID year. That was a grind of a series. Well, the Braves got the last laugh the next year, bouncing the Dodgers. 1 down for Cade Bunnell. It's ball outside. I'll tell you what else I remember about Ynoa from that 2021 season. It's what he did at the plate.
Grand slam, right?
A grand slam against the Nationals. He had 2 home runs that year. 1-0 pitch in for a called strike. That season, he had 32 ABs, 7 hits, and 2 of them were bombs.
He kind of stood up on that grand slam, dude, didn't he? Like he knew he hit it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he hit it to deep center. 1-1 pitch misses.
It's always nice when you're able to give yourself some extra runs and insurance runs as a pitcher hitting. I know some of those guys really love to hit.
2-1 to Cade Bunnell. There's a called strike. Braves had a couple of pitchers on that team who enjoyed hitting. Max Fried. Max could swing it, man.
Yeah, those guys love the challenge. He even got a pinch hit walk-off single, too.
That was that the 4th of July game?
I think so. He, I believe there in those last couple years, he was like asking Snit and Walt. And even times he wasn't asking him. He had batting gloves on and a bat ready just in case.
I mean, Max won a Silver Slugger. There's a called third strike as Bunnell goes down looking at a sinker.
That was a tough pitch right there to Cade. Front door sinker. A couple good swings. Kind of froze him there with 2 strikes. Yeah, last National League pitcher, and I guess, yeah, to win a Silver Slugger.
We have the DH, Universal DH the next year. 2 down for Keyshawn Ogans. Ogans takes a ball.
And that doesn't happen by mistake either. And there's a lot of really good Braves, pitchers that hit.
Ogans takes a called strike.
Those guys worked at it.
Mm-hmm.
Max really worked at it. He wanted to have a really good at-bat when he was pitching because he knows how tough it was. He wanted to work that pitcher, and then it kind of helped him on the mound.
1-1 is high. I remember asking about it one time, and obviously when he was in high school, when he wasn't pitching, he was playing in the outfield, so he was swinging the stick then and took a lot of pride in hitting, and that's something that continued into his professional career.
Just a natural.
Yeah. 2-1 to Ogans. Ground ball, weakly hit up the third base line and foul. The count even 2-2. We're in the top of the 8th. It's been all Twins. They lead the Braves 7-1.
Keyshawn, another good kid I was able to hang out with some in spring training last year. Good positive attitude. I know he's excited to be backing up and having a chance to play in the spring training game today.
2-2, swung on miss at a slider. And Enoa strikes him out, and the Braves go down 1-2-3 for the second time today. Action picks back up as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 7-1 lead for the Twins.
We're Saia LTL Freight, the exclusive LTL freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves. For over a century, our trucks have been hitting the roads to haul the goods that keep companies moving forward. Because when you succeed, so do we. So, whether you're running a superstore or a corner store, you can trust Saia's customer-first nationwide service to get you where you need to be. Visit Saia.com for all your shipping and logistics needs. That's SAIA.com.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get 1.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.64 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and auto pay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Twins 7, Braves 1, bottom of the 8th. And this will be Kalai Rosario to lead off for the Twins. Still Covey out there on the mound for the Braves. And Covey's first pitch, a little bit low and outside. Alongside Charlie Culberson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Grapefruit League game number 13 for the Braves. 16 left to be played down here before we get things going in the regular season. 1-0 pitch and a fly ball out towards deep left. Ethan Workinger over to his left. Now he'll be caught off by the center fielder Carlos Rodriguez. And about 5 feet from the warning track, Rodriguez has it. And Rosario put away, 1 down. All right, so you got a quick little 2-game stint with us here on radio. Had your first game last night. We got this ball game today. And we'll have you back one more time. What do you know now about calling games on the radio that maybe you didn't know previously?
Oh, I'd like to say it's a little easier than hitting a baseball.
I think it is. There's a soft little broken bat liner into right field by McCusker and a base hit.
But I will say I'm not saying that lightly. I know what you do and what J-Chad does back here. Y'all are professionals in what you do, and like we've talked about, I want to do well. I want to do well, obviously, for myself. I want to do well for you, for J-Chad, our bosses, and the fans. I really want to do a good job for everybody.
Well, you've been doing exactly that, and it's been a lot of fun these last 2 ball games, and excited to have you back for a couple more at the end of spring. Here's Rubel Cespedes. There's a called strike. But you've been a nice, easy transition in here, man. It's a great job by you.
Well, it's you made it easy for me. You and J-Chad made it really easy, and I'm able to learn from the best in both in what you guys do. So I truly appreciate it.
There's the pitch to Cespedes.
And it's also great to call Joe Simpson. You know, I have a great relationship with Joe since I was playing, and we vacation down in St. Simons where he lives, and we go over and bug him and Kathy whenever we can. Having Darren O'Day is a great friend of mine. Be able to just learn from those guys as well.
If you go over to first, yeah, those are 2 good ones.
Yeah, they're great. And Darren, him and his family and our family are really close. And it's really cool for me and our families to be able to enjoy something that we're both doing the same thing. So I've enjoyed it and looking forward to it.
1-1, a swing and a miss. Yeah, that's great to hear.
Well, it's a good thing when you got good people around you and good people to look up to. Again, I'm not saying this is going to be an easy transition, but it's a transition that I'm really, really looking forward to doing that, and glad to be able to do it next to you.
There's a 1-2 pitch on the way to Cespedes, fouled back here towards us. That's the best thing about this game. And, when we come down here for spring training, and be it fans or whomever else, you feel like the same question is asked. You excited to be back? Ready for another year? And my answer to that is the same every time. And obviously, yes, because we love the baseball. We love the Braves. 1-2 pitch, that'll miss outside. We love the mystery of what's ahead for the next 6-7 months and what this season could become. But more than anything, it's the relationships, and it's hanging out with you guys, seeing the coaching staff, seeing the players again, people in the front office. And that's the best thing about our game. We get to do it every single day. 2-2, going to be loop filed into the seats down the left field line. And here with Atlanta, between the radio broadcasters and the folks on the TV side, and all the traveling we do together, it's such a great group to be a part of. Lots of talented people, but ultimately lots of good, enjoyable people to be around and be friends with.
And a good team at that.
2-2 to Cespedes. Bouncer out to second base. Ogans has it. Goes over to second for 1. Relay to first by Cal Conley is in time for the double play. Nicely turned on a big kangaroo bounce out there to second base. And that ends the bottom of the 8th inning. We head to the 9th. All Twins 7-1.
Our story begins with Jackie going to work. She walks into the elevator thinking,
maybe I'll play my extreme scratcher. I could win up to $2 million.
That's the spirit. Scratch away. Hot diggity dog. You're up to your eyeballs in cash, Jackie. Oh, no. The doors are opening.
Whoa, Jackie? Is that you under all that money?
Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
Cool as a cucumber. Play the extreme family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery and win up to 2 million smackaroos. Play responsibly.
At Marietta Eye Clinic, we understand the importance of good vision. Whether it's reading, driving, or playing sports, clear vision is essential. And we have all the bases covered, from annual eye exams and our full-service in-house optical department to advanced surgical procedures and management of serious eye diseases. Marietta Eye Clinic's 35 expert doctors and staff provide award-winning eye care. Pick from one of our 12 Atlanta area locations and schedule an appointment online at MariettaEye.com. Marietta Eye Clinic. Your vision is our priority.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Made our way to the top of the 9th inning. Braves trailing the Twins 7-1. And the new pitcher for the Twins is the right-hander Scott Blewett. And to live up to his last name, he'd really have to blow it today with a 6-run lead. Scott Blewett, big righty, 6'6", 245. And he's been with the Royals and the Twins. He spent last season with the Twins at a 1.77 ERA and 12 appearances out of their bullpen. There's the first pitch from Blewett to Cal Conley. And there's a rocket to left field, down for a base hit. Leadoff single by Cal Conley.
Great example right there by Conley. He's already played a few innings on defense, turned a double play. But with that being his first at bat, treating it like a pinch hit at bat. There's no reason in the ninth inning especially to go up there and just wait to get your timing down. Be ready to hit, just like that. First pitch fastball, nice line drive to left field.
I feel like that's how Conley is. Any opportunity he gets down here, he climbs in ready to go. There's a called strike on Workinger.
And he'll keep getting his name called to come over and back up these games and maybe start a few games. And that's what's great about, having those guys there and available to come. Let them see what they got in the minor leagues.
0-1, going to be looped foul into the seats back of the Braves dugout. This is the final time the Braves have a game in this stadium this spring. We'll have one more trip down to Fort Myers. That'll be Sunday to see the Red Sox. That'll be all for our visits to the town to the south of us, Fort Myers. About 75 miles from our spring facility up in Northport. Swing and a miss by Ethan Workinger, and actually got a piece of it to hang alive. Even though the scoreboard says an 0-3 count. 0-2 on Ethan Workinger.
Spring training for us all.
It is. Again, the 0-2 pitch. That'll miss low, 1-2.
Had a chance to throw some live BPs to Ethan last year in spring training, and it seems like he just didn't care. It was like a great thing, and he hit a couple balls really hard. Luckily, there was a lot of wind blowing in. He stood up on one against me, and it was pretty impressive. Another good young kid in the Braves organization.
1-2, grounded out towards third. Alvarez, one play across the diamond. And he sends it across to Mike Ford for the out. 5-3 put out of Ethan Workinger. Down to second base for Cal Conley. And there's Carlos Rodriguez. 7-1 Twins, top of the ninth. Runner at second, one down. The only run today for the Braves was a home run by Jared Kelenic in the third inning. It was mashed into the seats beyond the right center field wall. Pretty homer. Rodriguez swinging it from the left side. He swings and sends a line drive foul onto the concourse deep down the left field line. What have you thought about your first visit to the Lee Health Sports Complex?
It's actually not bad. I mean, it's great that it's 70 degrees and sunny today.
Yeah, it is a nice day.
Haven't had to have the pullover on. This is a really nice day.
0-1 misses a little bit lower. A little bit cozy here in the booth. Tight quarters here, but we make it work. J-Chat on top of it for us.
Hopefully you guys like me. We are close, and I would love the score to be flip-flop, but it is spring training.
Here's a 1-1. That'll be fouled off.
What's great, too, to be able to see the game from this point of view and to be able to call it. As a player, we never had a chance to listen to the radio or listen to the broadcast. We were in the dugout or watching games. But it's great to be able to watch it from this view and just to be able to take it in just a little bit differently.
1-2 fouled off.
And then it's also, I'm a little biased too for a lot of the guys that are having to back up games. And even there was a lot of times where I was in Major League Spring Training, but I didn't have the luxury of being able to start a lot of games. Had to go in a lot. So I love being able to see all these extra guys come in and swing the bat.
Runner on the move from second. Ground ball out to short. Backhanded out there by Will Holland. He now throws behind the runner at third, and they backpick Cal Conley. That's a really heads-up play by Will Holland at short. Conley aggressively came around third and waited for the throw to go across the diamond. Never did.
Yeah, he had that stolen base before the pitch was thrown. I feel like he would have been able to walk in pretty easily, but the shortstop out there, couldn't really get the ball out of his glove, and with the lefty up, it was going to be a tough play, and Cal got a little too antsy around third, but a great heads-up play by the shortstop for the Twins.
They'll go with a single for Rodriguez. check swing, and Matt Batten did not go. So a single for Rodriguez to put him aboard, and then a 6-5 put out at third base of the aggressively running Cal Conley.
Well, the good thing about that, too, is, yeah, we don't want that to happen during the season, but this is the time for all of us to learn. But as a player, it's easier for a coach to reel you back in instead of, hey, we need a little bit more out of you. And Cal's stealing bases and making things happen.
2-0 in for a strike. And that matches the approach that he had at the plate, doesn't it?
Exactly. And it's a guy that's, hey, he's got a big league uniform on. He has a chance to show the staff what he can do. He's going to go out there and play any chance that he gets. So I think that's a great thing.
Batten slices one foul into the berm down the right field line.
Because a lot of times, as a player, you never know when the last time you're going to be able to put that jersey on. You never know when the last, especially at the big league level, even if it is a spring training game, sometimes this is like the highlight of their careers right now. So they got to make an impression.
Braves down to their final strike. And the 2-2 will be swung on and tipped in and out of the mitt of Jair Camargo. Couldn't hold on to it. So the Braves will live to see at least one more pitch. Twins leading 7-1 in the top of the ninth. Braves have a runner at first. 2 down and a 2-2 count on Matt Batten. Facing the right-hander Scott Blewett, who's looking for one more out. And the 2-2 pitch. Chopped off the plate down the third base line and foul. Do it again with a 2-2 count.
Do you notice that when you're watching these games and you see these guys coming in and notice the guys that are out there ready? It's like, this is, almost like this is it for them. This is their debut. This is their time to make an impression, and that's what I really enjoy about spring training games.
2-2 pitch on the way. Cracked into right field. Coming along Rosario. That'll lay down in front of him. Base hit by Matt Batten. And it puts runners at first and second with 2 down. Yeah, there's an undeniable fire that you'll see out of some of these players that come in 6th, 7th, 8th innings of these spring training games.
And I love it. And I hope, and I would assume that the coaching staff loves it too. Yes, they're down 7-1, but it's not like it's over, right? It's almost like the Braves season. Sometimes you're down and it's not over till it's over, but it's a good way for them to spark a fire for themselves and for this team.
Dylan Shockley swings and misses at a slider.
And to make a name for themselves. That's what it's all about. Getting a chance and running with it.
Yes, Snit and his coaching staff won't forget seeing some hustle out of a player late in the spring training game. That'll be swung on miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, that's what they want. They want these guys to not be shy. Go out there and play. Play hard. Swing the bat. Go down swinging. That's what they want to see.
0-2 from Blewett. In the dirt, knocked down by Camargo. You just never know when an opportunity might come at the big league level, and sometimes a moment that you have in March could stick in the memory of a manager that he'd bring up in conversation maybe in August. Just never know when that's going to pay off. The 1-2 is outside and goes to the backstop. It'll be a pass ball charged to Camargo. Puts runners at second and third with 2 down. And now for Dylan Shockley with a base hit, he could bring in a couple of RBIs.
Yep, just a great way to make an impression.
Braves again down to their final strike. And the 2-2 to Shockley. Hanging alive, fouling one back. Still 2-2. This would likely be end up being the Braves' 4th loss this spring. They've gone 6-3-3 in their first 12 games this spring. Rodriguez at third, Batten at second. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Shockley. And the righty Blewett deals. And a swing and a miss. It's picked up by Jair Camargo. He fires to the inside of the bag. That secures the strikeout and secures the win for the Twins. For the Braves in the 9th, no runs. 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Final score, Twins 7, Braves 1. Back with the totals after this.
Hey Braves fans, Onward Reserve is your hometown team for top-line casual sportswear. Whether you're out on the golf course, going to dinner, or enjoying some baseball at Truist Park, Onward Reserve's clothes are the perfect fit. With 12 retail locations throughout Braves country, Onward Reserve is proud to help you get to the game in style. Swing by the Braves Clubhouse store for exclusive designs made just for the A. Visit us online at onwardreserve.com. Proud partner of your Atlanta Braves.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
It's almost time to show off those lawn stripes to your neighbors, and you'll want the Skag Advantage when you do so. Skag mowers are built with durability in mind and are the best at achieving those perfect lawn stripes that we know you're looking for this spring. Find them at your local Howard Brothers today and take home a Skag to get your lawn looking good this season. The grass is always greener, and you take care of it with Skag and Howard Brothers.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
Other meal deals leave you craving more.
But wait, there's Marco's.
Marco's Pizza gives you more with our new More menu. More pizza, savory sides, decadent desserts, and more. Starting at just $5 each when you spend $7.99 or more. Try Marco's More menu.
But wait, new breadsticks.
Oh, yeah. Try Marco's More menu.
But wait, new 6-piece wings.
Try Marco's.
But wait, new chocolate Cinesquares.
We're gonna need more airtime. Minimum spend required. Use code More menu with $7.99 minimum spend or code Get More with $8.99 minimum spend. Tiered prices higher at certain locations. Valid on the More menu only. Restrictions apply.
The baseball stars of Atlanta are down in Northport training to take their game to the next level. You could also be getting ready to take your career to the next level with a professional MBA from Kennesaw State University. Why the KSU MBA? Because the average salary increase for the KSU Executive MBA program is 20% after graduation. MBA graduates see an average salary increase of more than $1 million over 30 years. Ready to take your next step? Learn more and get started today at ksumba.com.
Everything changes with the passage of time. One generation takes the place of the next. Businesses come and go, and some remain and grow. At Marietta Toyota, we've grown with the community, but one thing has always remained constant: better service, people, smiles, and fun. Work hard and play hard with the 2025 Tundra on the lot and available today. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is coming to Truist Park July 11th through 15th. Find all the details at braves.com/all-star game.
Final score, it's the Twins over the Braves, 7-1. Here are the totals for Minnesota: 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 6 men left on base. For the Braves, 1 run, 11 hits, 2 errors, and 9 men left on base. The 1 run for the Braves, a solo homer by Jared Kelenic. The Twins now 5-5-2 after the win, and the Braves fall to 6-4-3 this spring after the loss. Bailey Ober is the winner, Reynaldo Lopez the loser. Time of the game, 2 hours, 17 minutes in front of 5,065. And Charlie, as we part ways with you for now, first and foremost, have a safe trip back to Atlanta. Enjoy the next few weeks. Great job. Straight A's here on your first trip down, and we'll see you here at the end of spring.
Thank you. Straight A's.
That's right, man. It might be the first time you did that in your life.
No, hey, come on now. It has been a while. Didn't go to college, but I did love school. But I'll take straight A's. I guess the only way to go is down, or I just stay there. Just stay the course.
Great job, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And a great addition to our staff here at the Braves Radio Network. Braves take on the Pirates tomorrow, as Joe will be back in town. Tell you about that when we come back and close things from Fort Myers. Final score, Twins over the Braves 7-1. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right